let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space.
You're
This
in my
is
face?
not your
I work
personal
here.
space.
This is my stationery.
This is not
I'm at
your
Frontier.
personal space.
Michelle, a confrontation between a passenger and Frontier Airlines employees at RDU is going viral. The video was posted on X, shows an employee mocking a traveler.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So in this clip, we're gonna watch these two unruly, annoying, loud, crass DEI hires from Frontier go off on a customer because he checked in late. So from my understanding of this story here, allegedly at Frontier, if you have a flight, you're supposed to check in an hour before the flight. So this guy arrived 50 minutes, basically 10 minutes late to check in for his flight. Now, they also have a policy that if you pay $25, I believe, that they will check you in, right? You can still check in. You just have to pay a fee. So allegedly, this guy agreed to pay the fee to get checked into his flight. But for some reason, nobody really knows why, these women out of nowhere decided not to check him in after agreeing and deciding that he can't pay the fee and they will check him in. So let's not waste any time getting into this video here.
They made their flight. You did. And you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Hey?
I paid for a ticket.
And you
Yeah,
paid
I paid for a
$25
ticket.
for agent assistant, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I.
Gonna get on your flight.
Yeah, I just said that I would pay the
And you thought you was gonna get
$25.
on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
Because it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly.
You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in, and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in.
You literally work for a company that I bought a plane ticket for. I'm here 30 minutes before the flight.
Can you please leave, sir?
No.
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space.
You're in
This
my
is
face?
not your
I work
personal
here.
space.
This is my stationery.
This is not
I'm at
your
Frontier.
personal space. You work for a company. This
you
is
get left
not
alone.
your personal space.
We ain't got to worry about it. We ain't got to worry about it.
You don't have to worry about it. You're literally not doing your job for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket, and this is your reaction.
Michelle, a confrontation between a passenger and Frontier Airlines employees at RDU is going viral. The video was posted on X, shows an employee mocking a traveler. WR's Monica Casey is live out at RDU right now with Frontier's response to all this. Monica.
Yeah, Jeff, that video was originally posted on a travel blog called The View from the Wing and then picked up by the New York Post. That man was trying to travel from RDU to Boston, flying Frontier. Here's what happened at the counter.
Pay the $25.
And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before.
Now, the video doesn't show what led up to the confrontation. According to the passenger, he arrived at the airport 50 minutes before his flight. Frontier's policy is that check-in must happen an hour ahead of time. You also have to pay to print your boarding pass at the airport per Frontier. Now, the customer told that travel blog he pushed back but ultimately agreed to pay before that video was taken. He also said RDU police got involved. Broadcastify radio traffic shows what happened.
Simple. It's going to be Frontier ticket counter. White male, bald head, green shirt, causing a problem.
Units are clear code Q with a customer service issue. Subject has moved to JetBlue to book a ticket.
Now, that radio traffic is from last Friday, and RDU does confirm police were involved. No arrests or anything like that. About 15 minutes passed between that first dispatch call and the all clear. Now, Frontier tells WRAL the women in that video were employed by a third-party contractor, and they are no longer associated with the Frontier account. RDU has deferred to that airline for any further comment. Live at RDU, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
Yeah, there you have it. We're going to stop it right there. What an absolute clown show. But I don't know if you guys understood it the way that I did. It sounds like not only did Frontier fire these two unruly women here, but it sounds like they also discontinued their relationship with the third party that hired these people as well. So this is why you have to be careful who you hire and who you have working for you, because not only will they cost you your reputation, but they might also cost you thousands, if not hundreds of millions of dollars based on the size of your contract. Because if that's the way that, if it's correct, the way that I understood it is that Frontier no longer works with this contractor, that is a bad look. Not only did they get fired, everybody that is employed at Frontier through this third-party contractor is possibly losing their job as well, because if they're no longer working with the contractor, they're no longer with the employees that are hired by that contractor. That's how I understand it. So this is bad. This is absolutely bad. The whole ethnic image that the black community has is because of people like this here, these two women right here. Even if the customer was in the wrong, you're supposed to be professional. As an employee and as a representative of Frontier, you're supposed to always uphold a certain level of professionalism, right? You're supposed to make the company look as good as possible, but acting like this is the exact opposite. So even if the customer was wrong, these women right here, they could have acted in a more professional manner. These two women are immature as hell. Immature. This is the definition of a DEI hire right here. What the heck? What's their resume like? Because I guarantee you this is not the first time that they've behaved like this. It's not just a one-time thing. I guarantee you that they've always behaved like this. This is what happens when you give certain people certain authority that they've never had, certain powers that they never had, and they believe that they can exercise it to any degree. This is an example right here, right? They've never had any power or authority probably somewhere else. But now that they finally do, or felt like they could exercise some type of power over this guy right here, which sounded like he was a white dude. I don't know. I couldn't tell what his skin color was. I didn't see the video of him. But from the way he was talking, it sounded like he was a white dude. But yeah. Because they wouldn't treat a black customer like that. I guarantee you that. They wouldn't do that. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I could almost put all the money in my pockets right now that this dude was white. And that was one of the reasons that they decided to treat him like this. But I'm so glad that they got fired. And I love the internet, because the internet is always forever. The internet is permanent. So these women's names are plastered all over the internet. So if they go try to apply somewhere else or try to go get a job somewhere else and you Google their name, this is going to appear. This article, this story, this viral video is never going to go away. It's going to be very difficult to get any customer service based jobs based on this behavior that they displayed. I hope other employers come across this. I hope you do an extensive background check so you can see who you're dealing with, right? That's how I feel. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's talk about this in the comment section. Leave your opinions down below. Of course, if you are brand new, consider hitting subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.